Welcome to a tutorial on OneNote and Chromebook tips and tricks. This is not all-encompassing, but I hope you find this guide more useful than not. Remember, you can pin OneNote from the launcher. Press the circle on the bottom left-hand corner, press this up arrow. Then, two-finger tap the OneNote icon and select Pin to Shelf. OneNote will start in your most recent page. Click the triple bars on the top left to show all notebooks, sections, and pages. Always select the notebook you want to work in. Recent Pages does not care which notebook you are in, so be intentional about where you are working in. We'll select the Schoology Sandbox notebook. Clicking the notebook opens up the sections and the pages in each section. The only section in which you can write notes in is the one with your name. Here, FHS version 1 can only write notes here. The content library is typically where your teacher will put the class notes to either distribute to you or for you to copy from. If your teacher wants you to copy from the content library, click the section you want to copy from. We'll select Sample Unit 1. Press and hold a page, then click the Copy, Move Page icon on the top right. Scroll down to your name, click Unit 1, and click Select. You may have noticed that in the content library, there are pages here, but in different tiers. Imagine they are like bullet points. Lesson 1 is the highest, or the general page. Introductions would be a sublevel or a specific page within Lesson 1. Tell Me More About You is the lowest level, or the most specific page within Lesson 1. Back in our section, you notice we don't have levels, nor can we change the levels. I will show how we can get around that later. Pressing and holding a page allows special options. Drag to reorder pages. Click the trash bin to delete the page. Press the copy button to copy to another section or even another notebook. Press and hold a section, then drag to reorder the section. Remember, you can't reorder the content library. Pressing and holding a section also allows options to rename it. I suggest you don't, which we'll explain later on, and making that notebook the default. While you cannot reorder notebooks, you can pick which one is at the top. Pressing and holding a notebook allows options to manually sync it or close the notebook. Sometimes you will have to manually sync if OneNote fails to automatically sync. You will typically see an exclamation mark or an X on the notebook icon towards the bottom left. You can also sync all your notebooks by clicking the triple dots on the top right and find the option to sync. If you click the space on the right, you will be able to annotate the page. But remember to be in your own section, not the content library. We'll start with the Draw tab. You effectively have what I will call two modes, drawing mode and non-drawing mode. Drawing mode occurs when you use the pen tools. This is also a great time to flip your Chromebook to tablet mode, which I will do now. We'll select this pen and start drawing. Press and hold each tool to get more options. And make sure to utilize the lasso tool. You can easily lasso a phrase you wrote and move it, resize it, copy it. This is a phenomenal tool to easily modify your written notes. Tapping the box that appears gives you a few basic options. To delete the box, I personally have not found an easy way to do it aside from selecting Cut. To stop the drawing mode, select this stop button. We now enter non-drawing mode. When you tap on an empty space on the page, you will place a cursor down to start typing. Since we're in tablet mode, the onboard keyboard will pop up. I personally prefer laptop mode, so let's quickly flip our laptop back. Click the Home tab and make sure you see the cursor. If you don't, click on an empty space on the page. Begin typing. Click around these arrows to resize the box horizontally. Play around with the tools in the Home tab. Click the Insert tab. You can do a video or audio recording, include file checkboxes for a to-do list, tags for organizing your pages, and insert hyperlinks. If you want to delete these, it appears pressing and holding with your finger allows for the delete option to appear. Don't press and hold on the trackpad, place your finger on the screen and hold it. Lastly, click the View tab. You can add grid lines and rule lines. You can also zoom by pinching the screen like you would zoom in on a phone. Here, I pinch my fingers closer together. Here, I pinch my fingers away from each other. As a reminder, click the triple bars on the top left to show all the possible notebooks, sections, and pages. Click the right area to actually annotate the page you selected. And always check that you are in your section, not the content library, to make annotations. So remember how I trashed on the online version of OneNote? Well, if you want to reorder the tiers or levels of the pages, or if you want to add a section, we unfortunately need OneNote Online. Go to Google Chrome and type onenote.com in the URL. Click Sign In. Enter your school email and password. Click Class Notebooks and click the notebook you want to open. We'll open the Schoology Sandbox notebook. To reorder pages in different tiers or levels, right-click any page and click either Promote Subpage or Make Subpage, depending on the options available. To make a new section, click New Section. If a teacher distributes sections and pages to you, do not rename those distributed sections. If you want to see the Google Meet session on one side of your screen and your OneNote on the other side, you can easily create the split screen by first pressing and dragging the window to either the left side or the right side. For example, we can drag this Google Meet to the left and wait for a faded white box to appear. Fun fact, dragging to the top means you want to maximize that window. Then, click and drag the other window. If you are in tablet mode, you can actually rotate your screen so that it is portrait rather than landscape, so that you get this. Play with which one you prefer. Choice is up to you. If you click the bottom right bubble here, you open up several settings. You can sign out, turn off the Chromebook, which you should do every night anyways, check your Wi-Fi and Bluetooth settings, and you can even turn the nightlight on to reduce blue light. As a reminder, closing a notebook puts it to sleep. It does not turn it off. You can check out the accessibility settings for some cool tools like a magnifier and a bigger mouse cursor. Click the gear cog for the full settings window. If you would like to extend display to another monitor, well, if you wanted this, you would have Googled it by now. I hope this fairly comprehensive guide proved to be helpful. Keep exploring more tools and tricks you can add to your arsenal of tech knowledge.